Yo, what's up YouTube? This is Reese from C Manga and welcome to my review of Fairy Tail Chapter 349, The Demon Doriate. So you know what, I gotta say in this one, Gray is a smart guy. He completely schooled Doriate. He made him out like it was just a complete and total joke. It's like, yep, this chapter is basically Gray versus Doriate. Even as a child, Gray ended up having the upper hand. How? I don't even know. It's not even like, you're just thinking like, how the hell could this kid beat some giant friggin' demon fishman, whatever the hell he is? You know, especially seeing as how like, well, basically the aggression magic, it cut his power and everything, but nothing can defeat a child's imagination, you know, and Gray obviously used that to his full advantage. With some quick thinking, he made him like fall down a cliff, stabbed him in the arse. It's like, who the hell ever would have thought of doing something like that? It's just brilliant. It's like, I think we're obviously like too far. Well, me, Buzz, I think I'm like too far past it to ever have the imagination to think of doing something silly like that. Probably as a kid, yeah, easy. But yeah, he ended up like creating a little fake layer of ice to hide under. It's just genius. But yeah, anyway, one thing has kind of come out of this. Basically, Doriate was not the one who froze over the village. So my theory of him like regressing the power of the eternal flame, it's not impossible, but from the facial expressions of him, I'm guessing that yeah, he really didn't have anything to do with it. So the question is obviously like, why are Succubus Eye there? What is it that they're actually after? What do they want? But anyway, funniest part of this chapter had to be like when Gray tried to use Ice Hammer and then realized that, oh crap, it's too weak, so ended up turning into a snow cone to drop on his head. And it's just like, oh my god, that's so funny. The guy just got so pissed. It's like you could just literally see it in his face. He was just bubbling up with anger. He's got taken for a complete and total fool. He basically ended up losing his concentration at that point, and that is when his magic disappeared. So it's kind of a bit interesting there. It's like his magic, the way it works, it's like, oh, so he has to be concentrating a good load for his magic to work. You know, I was thinking that obviously it's going to, I think, you know, everyone was probably thinking, oh yeah, this is a permanent thing. You have to defeat him to be able to dispel it. So yeah, for him to just lose concentration and that makes him dispel it, it's pretty different. So anyway, with that magic, obviously, Urza, she's turned back to normal. With a bit of fairy tale fan service, it's pretty funny, you know. She's just there, the next thing, her boobs just go boop, grown back, and it's like, oh, I'm older again. And then she ended up beating the crap out of Minerva. It's pretty funny. It's like, so the bigger your boobs get, the stronger you get. It's weird. I don't know, that's kind of like the way they implied it. But yeah, we got a bit of bonus fan service as well with Minerva having a little panty shot. Did not take her for the stripy type. Yeah. So with all that, everyone's back to normal, and Fairy Tail obviously they got the upper hand again. But seriously, it's at this point here, I was like, what the hell is going on? Doriate, he kind of like began transforming, and he pretty much looks exactly like Deloria now. It's like, I'm thinking maybe, could he be the son of that demon? It's like, I mean, it's not impossible, really, because like, I don't know. Obviously, Deloria's created from the Book of Zereth, but he's still an entity, you know? It doesn't mean he couldn't reproduce in some weird strange way, you know. It's because like, come on, Oz from One Piece, he's obviously a crazy giant demon thing and he was able to have a child, so why not in Fairy Tail? It seems like obviously Oda and Mishima, they got a bit of whatever going on there, so that could be where they're taking inspiration from each other. So yeah, I think that actually him being his son would actually be a pretty cool thing as well, just for self fact it'll kind of like be a good thing for Gray. It's kind of like defeating his own demons, because obviously it'll give him some like closure with the whole Deloria thing. So yeah, good chapter this week. Final thing that I've got to say is Natsu hearing the flame. It's making me think now that could that flame actually been created by Igneel? Because like, obviously Igneel was obviously the king of the fire dragons, so could he have something to do with that flame? It would make a bit more. It would make a bit of sense. Obviously Natsu saying like, oh, I hear a voice. It's obviously the flame, and it's like he kind of like feels nostalgic about it, and it could obviously be reminding of Igneel. That's why he's the only one who could hear it. But yeah, it could end up becoming now that means that Natsu's the only one who could fix it, because obviously he was raised by Igneel, meaning they have the same type of flame. So yeah, I don't really exactly know what's going on. That's just my little speculation theory, but heck, hopefully they start explaining some stuff soon. I guess, yeah, they'll probably explain it once they all meet up at the flame, then we find out what's going on with it. But yeah, I'm also wondering, are we ever going to see the treasure hunter guys again? Because they were kind of funny, you know, and they did kind of bring a little extra dimension to everything. So yeah, and plus, we still need to find out who exactly the final boss is, because the way things are going now, Gray's going to beat Doriate. Urza's going to defeat Minerva, so that gets rid of Succubus Eye, I guess. So yeah, I'm wondering who the heck the final boss of this arc's going to be. Wondering when they're going to reveal their face. So yeah, like I said, guys, good chapter this week. That pretty much wraps it up from me. You know, but what did you think of this chapter? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, really does help the series, and don't forget to check out our channel for more content. So I'll see you soon.